PROKHOROVKA, northern spawn, medium tank. What options do we have? Spawning on PROKHOROVKA in the north with the medium tank, you have several options. One option is to go to the 1 and 2 lane. However, in my opinion, this is not the best way to play this map because the gameplay on the 1 and 2 lane is very static. So most of the time, while not too much has happened on the 1 and 2 lane, the game is already decided on the 9 lane. So in my opinion, it is beneficial to go to the 9 lane. Now, depending on the situation, you can go here and play very defensively. Now, I would recommend this if you already have the information that there are lots of enemy tanks also playing on the 9 lane, while you don't have any support here. Besides this, in my opinion, it is the best way to push all the way up here, and from this position you can basically spot those tanks here if your camo rating is good enough and if your spotting abilities are good enough. With this, your heavy tanks can get crossfire to this position, so giving you wonderful assisting damage. But you can also get crossfire from your position to the heavy tanks, which are spotted by your heavy tanks. So this is the good thing about this position, and this is why I would recommend this position for medium tank starting on PROKHOROVKA with the northern spawn. Alright, so this is exactly where we want to go. And with the AMX-30 we have the perfect tank because its camo rating is pretty good. Its speed is good, so we can arrive in this position very early on, and its DPM is fantastic. And so yeah, this is the tank which you want to take onto the battlefield if you're playing on maps like PROKHOROVKA. Alright, so the enemy team has one light tank. Now obviously in this position what you want to watch out for is you want to analyze whether you can be outspotted. Obviously a light tank can outspot me, and the good thing in this situation is that the light tank is playing on the other flanks, so that means that I will pretty much not have to fear any other tank which could outspot me in this position. Now here you go. From this position you can get wonderful side shots, especially if those heavy tanks are not paying attention, like the M3Y. And yeah, this is the good thing about this position. Now the Brusque is already spotting the enemy team, the enemy tanks which are advancing, and we can get those sweet side shots, at least if we would hit. And now the only thing we have to do is we have to wait until those heavy tanks are spotted, and here we go. The enemy AMX is spotted, so you know what, let's take a shot. And what you want to do is you want to reverse instantaneously and always assume that you are spotted. Okay, so let's see, maybe another shot. Here you go on the Leopard PTA, nice. And so yeah, our Brusque played a very aggressive game, and now he got punished for this. Now if the enemy team has advanced to this bush here, the game is not lost, or the flank is not lost yet, because there is still the option to take those tanks out. Now they can be taken under crossfire from our, in this case, medium tanks in the middle of the map, so on the E6 position. And the only thing we want to do is we want to fall back, keep spotting those tanks, and make sure that we don't get shot from the H0 position where the rest of the medium tanks are located. So I don't know what our Caliban is doing there, and now we want to slowly advance, get some other cross shots. You go, maybe on this tank. Nice, we can take him out, excellent. And yeah, let's fall back and let's defend against the Pershing. The Pershing is making a very risky play, and we are in a very good position because we can punish him and we have the first spotting advantage. with this bush here, and now we can get a shot. Okay, we did not penetrate him, very bad. However, that is not a problem at all. Obviously he spotted us, but we can fall back into cover behind this in this little ditch here, and so we don't have to fear getting shot by any other enemy tanks. Now looks like all the rest of the enemy team is not in this upper position anymore, and so we can use the high ground to basically spot the enemy tanks. And so let's advance. Now we want to use this bush here. We don't want to advance down the 0 lane yet, because we want to spot, here you go, the enemy tanks in this position. Now as you can see, I'm constantly falling back to not get spotted. And so let's see, can we get a shot? No, but maybe we can simply advance towards the Leopard PTA, because we certainly have the better DPM. And the T28 is in this position, and so I think the best option is to get more damage on the T28. He will certainly not spot us, but we can spot him, and as soon as we are staying 50 meters behind the bush, until the bush is not transparent anymore, he cannot spot us even if we shoot. So that's what we want to do. Okay, we bounce on his turret, which is very unfortunate. Maybe we can get shots on the... Nice, that was a little bit lucky. On the enemy Zoo. ED, let me see. Nice, we can take out the T28 prototype. Now our Leopard is advancing. So let's take another shot on the IS-6. Nice, we track him at least. And go... Maybe on the upper hull from this position. Keep in mind that... if you are shooting from the high ground, the angling of the upper hull is actually becoming worse, or the effective armor is becoming worse, is reduced. So if you have the high ground, that's always an advantage. And nice, so 4,000 damage. And now what you can do with advancing, with winning the 0 lane, is you can advance to the enemy base just like this. And now I will show you how you can advance and spot the rest of the enemy team. So the first thing you want to do is you want to see whether there are enemies or enemy tanks behind the railroad. Looks like there is another M6Y in the enemy base, the American Tier 9 heavy tank. You're wondering why I cannot spot him, because he's already dead. Okay. He's already dead, and so we want to wait here until we're not spotted anymore. So wait 10 seconds, and now we can get a shot on the object. Okay, I think he already spotted us. Ah, okay. Gun is now trolling, but that's not a problem at all. Now, as you can see, okay, he gets a shot, which is unfortunate. I'm using this train. What is it? Wagon? I don't know how you call it. To have cover from the enemy tanks which are at the K or J 2 or 3 position, while I am trying to get shots on the object for 330 actually. Nice, that was good ING. And now what you want to do is you want to advance, but use those bushes to not get spotted very early once you are advancing towards the enemy base. And now what you can do is you want to advance all the way up here, and once again use all those ditches to not get shot by the enemy team. Here you go, here's the enemy T44. And so, okay, that was unfortunate. And so you can spot the remaining tanks which are situated on the J and K 3 and 2 and 3 position. Now in this case, as there is only one more tank destroyer, I went for the T44 because he had more HP left, and so I can further increase my result. And now the last tank remaining is the enemy Zoo 130 PM, and I will simply advance towards his last known position, so to get the remaining at least assisting damage in this game. And yeah, so in my opinion, this is kind of the classic or the main gameplay you should conduct on Prokhorovka spawning in the north.